Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, let's get started on 24-hour temperature cast. Got a bunch of numbers way up in the 60s this morning, some hanging on to 70. I think they ease back towards the middle 60s, but a lot of us are going to stay awfully warm overnight, and that's going to continue, I think, the next couple of overnights. Made it to 90 yesterday afternoon. Even with the clouds, I think we're going to get to 90 again today, maybe just up over 90, and we're going to do it all over again tomorrow, too. I don't see a lot of change for these next 2 or 3 days. Our Tuesday, our Wednesday, our Thursday are all looking fairly similar, and they're all looking very summer-like. I don't see much activity on the satellite radar composite. When you get way out west, big storms moving through parts of Arkansas, and we'll see how those continue to make their progress towards the east. Those are the same ones that brought some of the really dangerous stuff through parts of Oklahoma last night. Now, the current conditions, 66 in Thomasville, 67 in Tallahassee, 70 for us in Valdosta. There is plenty of moisture to the air. A little breeze is trying out there this morning, and that's doing a pretty good job of at least limiting some of that thick fog. So we don't have any advisories yet. We'll keep our eyes peeled for you for those. It's 64 right now in Quincy. It's 63 in Bainbridge. They're the cool spots. We saw the 70 in Valdosta. It's 70 in Perry. Apalachicola and Dothan are the warm spots at 71. Now, if there's going to be a breeze, and it's not going to be much, it'll be mostly from the south and generally less than 5 to 8 miles per hour. I'm not expecting any kind of breezy conditions, but any little breeze will help move the air around and limit some of the fog. Although we're seeing spots like Valdosta, like Live Oak, like Cross City down below 1 mile, and we're likely going to find more areas with reduced visibilities as we deal with all this lingering moisture. This energy off to our north and west is moving more east. It's going to bring big storms to other parts across the Midwest into the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, and there's going to be more energy developing farther west ahead of some cooler air. It's a pretty complicated looking setup across the middle of the country, and we've got a couple of days to watch and see how it all unfolds while we just get hotter and more humid around here for a couple of days. When this next boundary finally gets moving, the way the upper level winds are set up, I think it should get the support it needs to push on into the southeast and maybe even get all the way through the area, which would likely give us a little break from all the summer-like weather and maybe even give us a real shot for an organized line of showers and storms on Friday when it arrives, if it all goes according to schedule. So things we're watching for most of this week while things continue to be awfully hot and awfully humid. Futurecast doesn't have very many showers to show us, at least not yet. Maybe over the next couple of afternoons we can catch 1 or 2, but I don't think we're talking anything like we had yesterday, and we are certainly not talking about any kind of widespread rain event until maybe Friday when that next boundary gets here, and we've got some time to fine-tune that forecast for you. All right, on the Gulf today, a mixture of clouds and clear. We'll call it more hot. Winds out of the south 5 to 15, seas up to like 3 feet. 60s and 70s with some patchy fog this morning. Some of those patches are going to be thick. I'll leave the rain chances today lower than yesterday, like 10-20%. That's all. I do expect most of us to get to or maybe just up over 90. We'll call it partly cloudy, hot and humid, feeling more like July, not May. Upper 60s again tonight and more muggy. There likely will be more patchy fog around the region tomorrow morning. And here comes that forecast for the next few days. 91, 92, 93, that's hot. But then we get that chance for showers and storms on Friday, and it does look like Mother's Day weekend should shape up nice. That is, if it all goes according to the plan, and we got a couple of days to adjust that plan if need be. But on the other side of that boundary likely triggers showers and storms, and some of those could be bigger ones on Friday. Once we get to the other side, the air itself should be cooler, drier, and more comfortable, more like what we're supposed to have in early May.